What is up, YouTube? We're back here again with another daily upload here on the channel. We're back here again with Doki Fallen Angel, episode 3 of this mod. I'm sorry if the audio is kind of mixing up every now and then, by the way. I'm holding the microphone right now, so it's going to kind of be like a little bit closer to my mouth, a little bit further away from my mouth. But yeah, before we begin, I actually have an announcement to make. Starting this weekend, hopefully either on Saturday or Sunday, depending on what day I feel like, I'm going to be doing not daily streams, but every other day streams, as well as the daily posting of me making my own literature club mod. I'm in the works of creating a script right now for the mod, and I'm going to be doing daily live streams or every other day live streams, and having you guys help me to write the script, and you guys are going to be deciding what goes into the script, what gets removed from the script. You guys are going to be the only ones in control, and once we finish the script, I'm going to pay someone or figure out how to do it myself and make my own Doki Literature Club mod. And then we can play that on my channel, and yeah, hopefully that's what it'll be like. But without any more yapping, because I've yapped way too much, I think it's this one. Yes, it is this one. Okay, let me turn the volume up a little bit, because my voice should be good now. But yeah, let's get right into this mod. Poems. Poems. I continue to repeat this word over and over in my head as if it'll give me inspiration. I don't even know what to write. I'm not feeling oh wait, no, shoot, this is not the right, whoopsies. Hold on. Whoopsies. That was awkward. Anyways, this is the right part of this is the right part of the story that we're supposed to be in. Is Yuri really the only choice in this? Alright. With whom should I share my poem with first? I wonder, who are we gonna share our poem with? Yuri is probably the most experienced, so I can trust her. She'll give honest feedback. Also, she's the girl I'm trying to impress anyway, so it makes sense to talk to her first. I walk up to Yuri. Okay, now the music is too loud. Okay, there we go. I walk up to Yuri. I guess this is when we show poems, huh? I guess so. The gentleman in me would say ladies first, but Yuri seems nervous about this. Not too comfortable with sharing, I presume. It's just that I've never done this before. Alright, that's fine. How about I show you my poem first, then? Really? Of course. Thank you. I wave my hand dismissively. Whatever. Don't mention it. Just don't make fun of my handwriting. What do you mean? A lot of people give me crap because my handwriting is very childish. Fire Demon, I would never do such a thing. I hope that's not how you really see me. Huh? Oh, no, that's not it at all. I don't think of you as the type of person who would make such a big deal out of something so minuscule. Did I say anything? Very well. Anyways, here's my poem. I hand you my poem. Oh, we actually get to read what poem we wrote. Hell yeah! Okay. Oh, crap, there we go. The silence of the night. I lay, eyes closing, drifting out of consciousness. Thoughts fester and plague my mind. My imagination plays tricks on me as the deafening silence pounds my eardrums. But the fragile silence is broken by the sound of a voice. The sweet, sweet voice of a woman bidding me goodnight. I breathe in and out as my eyes close again. I lay in the cage of my blankets. I feel as if I'm in a dream. I can feel the aura of another person next to me. I'm captivated by the voice at my door bidding me goodnight, until I realize I live alone. My heartbeat is unstable as my eyes explode open. The deafening silence returns, and my eyes slowly drift out of consciousness again. Oh, damn. Okay, hold on. Yo, I've been kind of cooking with this. I thought Loki when I was first reading this, I thought that the voice was Yuri, and Yuri was just behind the door. Good night, MC. And I was just like, okay then. Phenomenal. What was that? Fire Demon, this poem is fascinating. The dark tone and eerie ambience that you've created is very unsettling. Not in a bad way, though. Did I raise my voice? I'm sorry. Damn it, I was actually getting somewhere. Alright, Fire Demon, fix this. Hey, it's alright, I didn't even notice. Please, continue. You seem really interested in my poem. Yes. Like I was saying, it's a very dark and chilling piece that really evokes emotion. Question for you, Fire Demon. How much experience do you have with writing? Your use of metaphors and the way you pull the reader into your poem is fascinating. Really? Thanks, Yuri. That means a lot coming from you. To be honest, this was actually my first time writing poetry. Well, I'm impressed. Huh? I knew that. I could tell by... Yuri traced her finger along my poem, dissecting it down further. Yes, here's how I was able to tell. A common mistake I see in new writers is that they try to make their writing too deliberate. They usually try to focus on one or two different topics or styles, and try to form fit the two together. The end result is both the writing and the meaning of the piece are weakened. Once Yuri gets her thoughts together, she appears to be a whole different person. Of course, that's not something you could be blamed for. That's good advice, Yuri. I'll definitely consider that next time. I'm sure you'll improve nicely. Metaphors can go a long way in writing. I have an example of that, if you would like to read it. Of course! Yuri smiles as if this is a rare opportunity for her. My Yuri voice is not on point today, oh my god. I think that in itself is funny. I mean, isn't this a literature club after all? Yuri hands me her poem. And this is just the exact same poem that we read in the original game, so I'll now go through the whole process of reading it again. You guys can pause here and read it if you want, but yeah. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. I probably shouldn't tell you I never learned how to read cursive. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is very pretty. Huh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems. Not at all. Size shouldn't matter, right? What? In what way do you mean that? Right? Bro's a little bit too concerned. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghost, Yuri? We know she's into knives. That's another thing we know she's into. Uh-huh. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Fire Demon. Well, shit then. What is it about? Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's really impressive. Huh? It's nothing, really. Bro, I keep hitting my mic. If you guys can hear that, I'm sorry. Yours was impressive too, so... Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. Uh, you know, I was really nervous about doing all this. But in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm gonna keep doing my best for you, Fire Demon. Oh, now get to the violence, get to the murder. Me too. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. Guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Whew. I guess that's everyone. What do you mean that's everyone? What about I don't know, Natsuki or Monika or Sayori? Where are those three? I'm just kidding. Oh, okay, so we did actually get to share the poems. We just didn't actually get to make the choice. Sayori showed me her poem, Dear Sunshine. I could tell she wrote it this morning, but when I asked her, she avoided the question. Next, Natsuki showed me her poem, Eagles Can Fly. Oh shit, these are literally just the mods from the original. These are literally just the poems from the original game. It was short and simple, but the message on how you can try and try but never really be good was very well thought out. Lastly, Monika and I shared poems. Her poem was titled Hole in the Wall. It was pretty abstract and I didn't really understand it. Monika said it had something to do with an epiphany of hers, but she didn't go too much into detail. Nevertheless, I thought it was a good poem. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monika are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. Oh, we're getting into the argument now. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. Ah, crap, no, I dropped the mic. Okay.
What's with this language?
Huh? Did you say something?
Oh, it's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand.
I guess you could say it's fancy.
Ah, thanks. Yours is cute.
Cute? Did you, completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute?
I think I'm doing my Sayori voice right now. Hold on. Sorry about that. I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
Yeah? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it didn't really come out as nice at all.
Well, I could give a few small critiques.
Humph! What? Is it not edgy enough for your taste, Yuri?
Oh, crap. What is that supposed to mean?
If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it. And Fire Demon did too.
I mean, yeah, kind of, sort of. I didn't get to read it, but whatever.
So, based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all...
Excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring. Which yours definitely wasn't. And Fire Demon liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up.
Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri.
Huh? That's not what I. Uh, you you were just. Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Fire Demon appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours.
Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself?
I. No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy.
Ugh.
I keep hitting out. I keep hitting save.
Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size,
grew 2 sizes bigger as soon as Fire Demon started showing up. Oh, we didn't even go a size bigger. We grew 2 sizes bigger now. Okay. Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little.
This doesn't involve you. I don't like
Oh my god, I can't do my Sayori voice right now. Ugh.
I don't like fighting, guys.
I would never do something so shameful. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Fire Demon, she's just trying to make me look bad.
That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Fire Demon.
Wait! There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effective. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Fire Demon? Well? How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. Am I really the best person to intervene in this conversation? I'm gonna save here just so. No, not page 3. Page 2. Page 2. Oh, we are on page 2. There we go. Yeah, okay, that took too long. Let's attempt to defuse the situation. I think you both are very talented and have very unique writing styles.
Bullshit!
I sink back into my seat. I really need to start preparing myself for difficult questions these girls might ask. Okay, now let's see what happens if I click. Actually, no, hold on. Let's just make sure that I can finish this word. Excuse me, Natsuki, but I don't think you have any right to talk to Fire Demon like that.
You know what I think, Yuri? I think that when I first met you, I was excited to meet someone who I thought would share the same interests as me. But now I see that you're just some stuck-up bitch. It's no wonder you have no friends.
Yuri was out of the classroom, wiping her eyes with her sleeve. What the fuck, Natsuki? I know I love you and all. You're my idol, or not my idol, but yeah, I love you. But come on. Alright, let's see what happens if I do attempt to defuse the situation. Oh, okay. I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention. What seems to be the bullshit? I sink back into my seat. I really need to start preparing myself for difficult questions these girls might ask. Okay, then I think this is all the same. Okay. Yuri runs out of the classroom, wiping her eyes with her sleeve. I stare deeply at Natsuki. I see regret in her eyes. Fuck you! I'm just kidding. No, I love you, Natsuki. I love you.
I should go apologize.
Before I can process what just happened, Natsuki's already out of the classroom. I turn to Monika. Aren't you gonna do something?
Should I?
You're Miss President, aren't you? You should go help resolve the situation.
I think they'll be fine.
She walks off. What the hell? How is the club president not going to do anything here? Something is up with Monika. Something is fucked up with Monika, and I don't know what. I'm going to figure it out. I swear to God, I will figure it out by the end of this. I don't think Yuri wants to see Natsuki right now, so maybe it's best if I intervene. Start to walk towards the door to go find Yuri.
Fire demon?
I've stopped cold in my tracks by Monika's sudden shift in tone.
You should stay here. Yuri just needs some time to herself to calm down.
What the fuck are you doing to her, Monika? There's something ominous about the. There's something, okay, I'm done messing around. That was a voice crack. There's something ominous about the way Monika said that, but maybe she's right. Yuri will come back when she's ready.
Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. It was alright. Fire Demon, how about you?
I guess it was okay. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone.
Awesome! In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better.
I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination.
Fire Demon! Ready to walk home?
Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. Please tell me in this mod she doesn't hearing herself, please. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori? About what happened earlier.
Eh? What do you mean?
You know, between Natsuki and Yuri. Does that kind of thing happen often?
No. That's really the first time I've ever seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you?
I think to myself, I shouldn't judge people based off of only just 2 days. No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you.
You know, Fire Demon, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone else is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you, too.
That's...
Every day is going to be so much fun.
It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice. But does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulders. Oh, I was hoping that would say I pat Sayori on the head. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes.
Okay.
Let's do this. Time to write another poem. Alright, we're gonna end that video here. Hope you guys enjoyed that episode of Doki Doki Fallen Angel. If you guys did, make sure to hit like, subscribe, helps me out a ton, helps me post more videos, and you get to see every time that I upload if you hit the post notifications, which you definitely should do, by the way. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that, and I'm gonna leave that episode with you guys there. Peace out.